Hello and welcome to another update video about Arweave. Yeah, on the Arweave chart I have the same problem that I have actually on the Algorand chart. The last, what we call ending diagonal down here, basically it is so weak. I mean, it hasn't even had the motivation to create a decent fourth wave. Yeah, so I'm still watching if a fourth wave can occur. In the worst case, I have to assume this fourth wave already finished, and we're now working on the fifth wave. It certainly has enough waves to complete this move to the downside, but obviously no sign that it's starting to recover. So having a full wave count isn't really given, doesn't really mean it's going to reverse, absolutely. But it's working, in my opinion, on this fifth wave. Here, circle wave 5, yeah. How this really is subdividing is a little bit ambiguous and unclear because of the weakness of the fourth wave. Can still happen, okay? And I would not count it as wave 2, which would be the stronger reaction, yeah, the corrective rally, until it breaks out of this price channel. So I think we've got this descending descending trend line here that we discussed in the previous video, which you might want to adjust a little bit, but it never broke. So highlighted to you before that if this one breaks, yeah, we might test then in the next instance the upper boundary line of the trend channel. Could be a short trade, yeah, when we touch it to trade the wave 5 to the downside. A breakout, on the other hand, would probably send it higher here and potentially into this red resistance zone. Make sure that you understand that in a lifetime downtrend, it's not guaranteed that a correction in a wave 2 is so strong. This is an area between $19 and 46, which is not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed anyway, but if there is a lifetime downtrend, I've seen charts before that have produced a very, very weak wave 2. AVAX might have been one of these, yeah. So it doesn't need to go. This is purely standard Fibonacci resistance for the wave 2. There's no way of saying how high it will really go, because we can't, well, first of all, we have to assume with this chart, it's never going to see a new all-time high. What it could do, but then it needs to show that to us, it needs to prove it to us, and then we can look at something more long-term bullish if we've seen a break above resistance at $46. But at the moment, from what we can see now, this is just a lifetime downtrend, which even though Bitcoin's price nearly doubled between November and April, yeah, I mean, here it's just going to come down, come down, come down, just weakness, okay? It's just not the altcoin market at the moment. And bear in mind, with these lifetime downtrends, I'm not saying they can never recover. They can. Anything can happen. But from my experience, it's worth being skeptical about altcoins, especially when they haven't proven themselves. This coin hasn't proven itself long term anyway, but also short term. It's not showing any strength. I mean, compare that to something like Casper, for example, which even is performing well in the bear market. GMX, yeah, it's suffering right now, but it also produced a new all-time high in the bear market. Optimism, even though the chart at the moment is a bit ambiguous, it also produced a new all-time high in the bear market. And here, not really, right? Not really. No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, and this was the beginning of the bear market up here. So yeah, could be, could just be bad timing. But again, until we see something on the charts, we can only really trade what's in front of us. We can really only look at what's in front of us. There's nothing you can interpret here that would be bullish. Things can turn out more bullish short term as soon as we see breaks above these two trend lines, and then the overall resistance level is defined. I can adjust that now based on the last low, because we made a new low after my last video, which was forecasted below this trend line. As long as we're hovering in this move, in this trend down, yeah, we are focusing on the downside, and a break to the downside of the price channel would be really bearish. Okay, so let's hope that doesn't happen for the for the bulls here. But eventually this looks a bit like a descending wedge. So a break to the upside, I would be watching for it if you are looking for long trade opportunities. But I don't see a highly reliable long trade opportunity. It's highly speculative, okay? That's the difference. But there is the chance, of course, a break above it could send it to that trend line and then even higher. That's my update about Arweave. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.